Greetings and welcome back to Last Word. Last time we learned the essentials of the game, how to advance in discourse and talk to people. So this time we can chat with the guests, mingle and see what we can do until the story progresses. And I think if I talk to that yellow fellow over there, the story will progress. So we already found some topics to talk about. The label on this wine is rather fancy. Oh, it's a lock topic. Okay. Key topics. Newest invention, Seymour House. Let's take newest invention and talk to Seymour. Seymour, gossip. I couldn't possibly guess what the professor brought us here for. Maybe we should ask around. Chatter. Let's try that. So this is what a party is like. You're not familiar with parties? Not really. I didn't host any, and the Seymours haven't really been invited to any since I became the master of Seymour House. Interesting. I suppose it explains why you're so shaky right now. Possibly, although I'm always a bit shaky. Oh. Gossip again? There's not much to talk about, really. My mother was the head of the house, and now it's me. Okay, we could try discourse. Feel like practicing the, talking? Yes. Neat. I could really use the practice. You don't sound like you're up to the challenge. Don't confuse my intense fear with a lack of enthusiasm. I am the master of Seymour House, after all. In title, certainly, but you sound more like the servant of Seymour House. That's mean. He's a nice guy, Why are we doing that to him? Oh man. Seymour, I thought we were engaging in discourse. You can't give up prematurely. Try it again. Ah, I get it. Then what I meant to say was, I disagree. Aha. Okay, let's try this then. Okay. We don't move, we say overt to get some power, which we need to get some tact after that. Disruptive. Let's say something common. Oh, it's irritated. Interesting. Aha. We are frustrated now. Let's try submissive then, with overt. And he's frustrated. Nice. Okay, and we are blood boiling. Let's try something aggressive then. Opponent composure is enhanced primary movements from tact. Okay. Oh, I think we can win this with the next strike, I wanted to say. There we go. And that was an easy one. The last word. You could never speak too soon. We get experience. And a level up. Aww. I hate to do this to you, but it has to be done. What do you think I should get for my trophy? Aww. Well, you look spiffy in that bow tie. I agree, but I would like more than a compliment. Yes, what I mean is that I happen to have one you should take. It's handy, if nothing else. Very thoughtful, Seymour. I think I'll take it. Hey, we earned a bow. Now, keep practicing. You have some shaping up to do. I'll accept that challenge. Okay, so apparently we got a bow tie. Skills, wines, accomplishments. And oh, level 2, 1 of 1 bow ties. It is. Okay, interesting. Okay, I think we can't go into the bathroom. No, there's still someone in the bathroom right now. Okay, so maybe I should pour myself a glass of. Aha, another lock topic. Okay, let's chat with the other guests. Gossip, level 32. Wow. Ah yes, the Seymour House. unimportantly by the standards of the last few years, but not without interesting details. I'm positive Mr. Prattle would have something to say about the former head of the house, but I doubt she'll talk about it, sorry. Maybe once the night progresses, the wine will loosen her tongue. Aha! Interesting. So, let's change the topic to newest invention, gossip. I'm quite excited to see what the immaculate Professor Chet Chatters has in store for us. Aha! Chatter about the topic. Boasting House is known mostly for politicians and judges, but most of us enlist early on. You won't find truer gentlemen. Aha, he's blowing in his own horn then. Because of our position, we've always been friendly with the McCalls. McCall House, in case you didn't know, is mostly administrative. Every courtroom in St. Lauden has at least one Boasting and one McCall. Oh ho. That means you're Judge Boasting, correct? Should I be calling you Your Honor? Absolutely not. Call me as you would any other civilian. I only go by my title in the courtroom. Very nice of this gentleman. Okay. I don't want to engage in discourse because we are gonna lose. Seymour House, chatter about that. Okay, no. We know that already. Okay, so let's gossip about Seymour House. Seymour House. It seems I should know more about it, but I'm drawing a blank. Ouch. Chatter. Good evening, Miss Gorship. Good evening, Mr. McCall. I see you and Mr. Boasting are settling in well. Yes, we have a sort of history. He's a master conversationalist, I find. Verbally sparring with him works to my advantage. He allows me to keep up, I know. But one day I hope to have as much social experience under my belt as he does. That's a rather simple aspiration. I've had no lack of aspirations thus far in life. Big or small, complex or simple. I have room for all of them. Aha, okay. Let's change the topic to the newest invention and gossip about that. The professor's invention is as much a mystery to me as it is to you. Honestly though, I expected there to be much more to the Summerhouse estate than your average party would have. Knowing what little I know of the professor's reputation, I expected the estate to be stacked or to the brim with scientific equipment. Oh, chatters in history. A new key topic. Newest invention, chatters history. Yeah. There we go. Gossip about that. The noble professor is quite the mystery, even to McCall House. Wow, that was fast. Let's talk to Judge Chaff Boasting about that. The professor has a rich and fine history of gentlemanry. At least so I hear. He's rather reclusive. But he's quite brilliant. They say his inventions have been used in the front lines of this blasted war. Ah, we moved up the invention thingy. Talk to Seymour with gossip. So you've heard that the professor makes military devices? Interesting. Actually, now that I think of it, I remembered my mother saying that Professor Chatters used to be a linguist for the military. Ooh. But I wanted to talk... Oh. Can we talk about the newest invention with him? Gossip? Okay, no, we can't. We are still at the newest invention. Let's gossip with Mrs. Fowler Prattle, the nice, arrogant lady of the house, it seems. Gossip. You say the professor has made inventions for the military? My word. No. Okay, let's chatter to get some new topics. This party is getting dreadfully boring. I have the urge to leave. Ooh, lock topic. We have Chatter's history, moving up by 1. We haven't been here long. A woman of your position might find excitement in such a dull gathering, but we Prattles have a much higher standing. I haven't been to a party with so few people and such little drama since I was a girl. There isn't even any music. What about the wines? Do they meet your standards? The wines are surprisingly quite fine. That is, except for the Ambleton. You can find a bottle of Ambleton in any cellar these days. On a whole, Chatters needs to work on his hosting skills. How he's managed to maintain Chatters House this way is beyond me. Although, when I think on it, he really hasn't hosted any other parties that I know of. Oh, we're quite experienced. Cool. Nice. Okay. Let's change the topic from newest invention to Seymour House and gossip about that. The Seymour House, I'm all too familiar. It is a rather lesser house. That odd man with the glasses is the youngest member of... I'm horrible, Mr. Bah! Is the youngest member, if I'm not horribly mistaken. But I'd rather not talk about that lineage tonight. Okay, Seymour House, newest invention, Chatters history. Let's gossip about that. Professor Chatters was a linguist. What a marvel. My husband is a linguist too. I wonder if it's possible that the professor's newest invention has to do with linguistics. Oh dear, my wrists are sweating as the thought. Actually, I think I may have heard about such a project in the news. Was it Professor Chatters who was working on communication technology? Ooh, nice. We moved up this thing. Can you imagine how the wall would turn in our favor if our dear linguist had better gear? This has gone from drab to exciting. Aha! Okay. Do we have any skilled wines or anything else yet? No, of course not. The label on this wine is rather fancy. No. She talked about an Ambleton, so I don't know, maybe we can go here. There was a wine here. A lot of wines still locked. Okay. And here? Bottle different. Nope. Okay. So we have still talked primarily about Professor Chatters and the history of Chatters House. Oh, this is just the tooltip, I presume. Newest invention. Yep, let's talk to Judge Chef Boasting about this new events in the linguistics. I'm quite excited to see what the immaculate Professor Chatters has in store for us. Could it be another prototype for the war? They say his previous invention was purchased by the military almost immediately. Woohoo. Okay, and what has Holden McCall said to this? Word spreading that this great invention has some bearing on how we communicate. Simply riveting. Aha.
Yo.
Let's try discourse with him. Discourse can be a riveting sort of puzzle. Let me show you what I mean. Yes or no? Yes, let's go for it. What's your opinion on professional boxing? This sounds like a weighted conversation. Excuse me if I'm cautious. It's an expertise of mine, certainly, although a new viewpoint is always welcomed. Then, if you must know, I think very little of it.
Oh.
You jest! St. Laurdan was founded on the principles of diplomacy, strength in words, not arms. That's a modern fallacy compared to the origins of humanity, or even Europe as a whole. We fought and struggled long before words existed. Boxing is an homage to our heritage. It harkens back to our origins, pitting one being against the other in close quarters. So much time and effort is placed into destroying another person, not just body, but pride and reputation. And you think that because the activity is physical, it's somehow less than, say, a highly regarded debate at a university? Primal brutality can hardly compare to philosophical discussion.
Yeah.
Allow me to assert the opposite. So, we have a disadvantage by 1 level, which isn't too bad. So let's start with something disruptive. Yeah, let's say something of that to get power very soon. There we go. Aha. Whatever that was. Okay. Something more. Yeah, let's say something common. and move it to the middle. Okay, he moved us back a bit. And let's gain some tact. And he's irritated. Nice. And we get a punch to the face. Okay, time to attack. There we go. Ooh, that was a nice strike. There we go. Back there. Okay, he's getting tact, and even more tact. Yeah, we need power. I wonder, are there special powers later in the game? Yeah, we need power. Let's say something subtle so we can move a bit. He's trying to... Oh my word. Yeah. Let's hope he can't detect us. Yeah, block boiling. We are ready to burst and he's starting an all-out. No, not an... Oh, wow. Still, is that a special power he uses? Or what is it? Oh, there comes the attack and... Oh, darn. We lose. Oh, well. At least we get some experience and we move up by 1 level and got another bow. For whatever they're good for. Usually this is where I'd gloat, but I find that it soars my chances for a proper date.
Yeah.
Could I convince you into letting me show you around the McCall estate sometime? I'll consider it, Holden. Okay, so he wants us to go on a date. Interesting. Okay, where are we here? Newest invention. Yeah, we wanted to talk about new inventions with Seymour. Hey, Seymour. Gossip. There we go. Rumors are spreading that the professor is building a communication device. Seems a little far-fetched, but we'll see soon. Okay, that didn't help at all. Let's talk to Mrs. Feller-Prattle about it. Imagine how much a grand linguistic device could aid us out in the field. My hubby would come home in no time. Okay, that didn't really help at all. What an odd design. Part copper, part rubber. Aha! If we move it up by a bit, by a notch, we can find out what that is. So, have we talked to everyone about that? Newest invention. Yes, we did. And to those two as well. Okay. Chatter's history. Have we talked... Aha! We haven't talked about Judge Chaff posting about Level 2 Chatter's history. Let's do it then. So you're aware that the professor used to be a linguist, eh? Oh, my word, this truly does excite me. I haven't had worthy discourse in years. A linguist like the professor is just what I need to test my merits. Aha, okay. Didn't really help. Okay, we talked to this nice lady. Gossip to Mr. Holden McCall. The professor was a linguist? Intriguing. I bet Mrs. Prattle would have something to say about that particular nugget of gossip. I know, and we already talked to her about that. Okay, what has Seymour to say about that? I know very little about Chet Chatters himself. What I do know is that he's, well... I'll be more willing to talk about this after I've had a few drinks, I think. Sorry. That didn't help at all. So... we have level 2 Chatter's history, we have no skills, no wines, no accomplishments, of course, and we have 2 of 2 bow ties. Yeah, and I don't know what this is about. So, let's move the story a bit by talk to banter, consider information, check log topic, consider information. I need to learn more about the newest invention before the servant can be urged into hastening the professor's introduction. The other guests might know more about the topic if I gossip with them, about the topics I already know. Okay, when I have the information I need, I should be prepared to hold discourse with the servant. Oh, talk to Banter. Please wait patiently while the incredible professor finishes up his work. It seems a bit rude that he shouldn't be out to greet us himself, or that he shouldn't have his invention already prepared. If you knew what sort of device he has been working on, I'm sure you would eat your words. Wow. Aha! There we go. I never eat my words. From what I've gathered, Professor Chattis was in the military. He specialized in linguistics. Furthermore, his inventions have been useful to the armed forces for some time. If I'm not mistaken, it would seem the professor has brought us here to showcase another such device, a creation using the powers of speech. I'm sure you feel quite brilliant, but any clod with a misshapen cranium could have discovered as much simply by reading public journals. Your lack of tact is striking. It certainly is. He's not very nice. Quite so, but words are often striking, are they not? It's how we gather power among our peers. I demand you allow me to see the professor. No. This could be a talker statement. No. You're a servant. You must allow me to converse with the host. It's your duty. Is that so? You still hold that servants are unable to hold discourse? That they must remain powerless? Certainly. That's the way it is. Allow me to disagree. Oh-ho! Wow, level 5 servant banter. Well, let's try to gather power, because I think he will be quite hard to beat. Haha! Okay, we are frustrated. Let's irritate him some more. Oh, we didn't irritate him anymore. Okay. There we go. Okay, we have tact now. Okay, we need something with a square to irritate him more. That is how this works. So let's say something subtle. Haha! I didn't use that before. Okay, he used that, so we have to use something with the star. Oh, just something subtle? Oh, let's try it. Why not? Haha! Take that! Okay, star again. Ah, let's gain some power. Okay, let's prepare for an... Oh, wow! Wow! Okay, he used something of that, so... Haha! Take that! Ow! He used the star, we have to use something with the circle. Beyond return! And we have to do something submissive. Yep, that is good. There we go. We have tact now. Okay. And now we have to strike with this. Okay, we can win with overt. Let's do this. Haha! That's how you do it. The last word. We have won. Splendid verbalization. Wow, we get a lot of experience. And we go to level 4. Nice. And we got a bow tie. Nice. He's speechless. Finally. Well, I believe I've made my point pretty clear. Now, would you kindly introduce us to the professor already? He's speechless again. As you wish, my lady. And there the story proceeds. Nice. But sure, those two are stated in discourse again. What's taking him so long? I just had a discussion with a latecomer, General Sandhoff. Intriguing woman. I think I'm beginning to understand the more complex nature of what Mother did. Did you get the lost word? Absolutely not. She ordered me to do 20 push-ups afterwards. Oh man, the poor guy. I suppose we all have our weak moments. Doubly so here. Seeing this environment and that servant is making my head spin. Speaking of which, that servant is highly peculiar, to say the least. I'm beginning to have weird feelings about this invention. Oh, there we go. The professor would like to thank you all from the bottom of his heart for waiting as patiently as you have. And for those of you who have been rather impatient, well, I suppose you should be thanked as well. Where's the professor? And where's his marvelous invention of his? You see, over the last few years, the professor has been contracting his inventions out to St. Laurent Armed Forces. St. Laurent's Forces, yay! He himself was a colonel in the forces many years back, and he's never lost his depths of patriotism. However, his designs are fragile things. They cannot be shown to just anyone. They must be carefully tested.
Oh.
You mean to say... It's my turn to speak, General. Let's not lose our manners in the face of excitement. Spare us the rigmarole. Get on with it. Fine, let us get directly to what you all came to see. May I present to you... What the heck is that? Welcome all! I have gathered you here to show off and test my newest creation. I lovingly call it the mouth. It looks a bit scary, to be honest. Besides being awe-inducing and beautiful to gaze upon, the mouth is, as you can plainly see, a unique communication device. There we go, level 4, newest dimension. It's a bit odd. Yes, it is. It looks scary and odd and whatever. You may be saying to yourself that it seems a bit odd, and to that I scoff heartedly. There we go, he scoffed. You see, through a mixture of linguistic genius and electromechanical engineering, I've created a machine that can engage in discourse. It has all of the nuanced persuasions of any human, the charisma of a politician, the subtlety of an actor, the guilt of parental in-laws. All of this and more controlled by me and without filter. So, you see, none of you should leave until you've enjoyed my vintage wines. You simply must give them their due. And with that, I wish you all a good evening. Wow, I do say these wines look marvelous, but I can't take away the host's honor of the very first glass, after you. My dear sir, she said, after you. Dear heavens, he can't hear us. He's gotten the last word in. Oh, wow. It's a one-way intercom, of sorts. I've seen these before, in the trenches. Highly advanced technology, albeit only prototypes. Marvels beyond convention. That mad genius. Now we can't leave until we've sampled all of his wines. Brilliant. Simply brilliant. Well, you heard the fellow, Mr. McCall. Let me pour you a glass of this Embleton.
Yeah.
Of course, after you. Okay. They have to do that. Not so fast, servant. I demand that you tell the professor that we are not his lab animals. This experiment must be shut down immediately. General, I appreciate your service, but I can't tolerate your tone. It hurts my sensitive ears.
Oh.
This is no joke. I won't have the professor rendering us speechless like we're... Like we're the enemy, perhaps? Well, I assure you, General, you're not the enemy. And this device is hardly for our enemies. Now do as the professor commanded. I'm sure he'll have more to say as the evening progresses. Well, so now we know what we have to do. we have to beat that thing. And why do we meet? Yeah, why do we two meet in the washroom? That is a very good question. Isn't it obvious? I don't want to be anywhere near that mouth thing. There's no way it can hear us in here. It can't hear us at all, Seymour.
Huh.
What are we going to do? Unfortunately, we don't have many options. I plan to enjoy the wine and mingle. You?
Huh.
This talking thing is rough. How was I not aware of how the world works for so long? In the richer houses, it's not that uncommon. Seymour, boasting, prattle, they've all been guilty of sheltering their children. What about Gorship House? Gorship House is now defunct. You could probably stand to do some research on the other houses. Your ignorance is tactless. Yeah, I know. I need to grow up. I'm a pretty bad master of the Seymour house. But I'll figure it out. I feel like I'm growing with every bit of discourse. And I'm learning a few tricks. Don't make this an emotional moment, Seymour. I shouldn't have to keep reminding you that we've just met. Plus, we're in a washroom. Sorry, I'm still in the process of hardening up. This mouth thing is messing with my head. I'm finally learning the ropes and now I'm stopped in my tracks by some world invention. We'll just have to keep our heads up and our wits about us. Try not to worry so much. I'll try. Okay. Chapter 2. Hostility, or more than one way to enjoy the wine. Well, this is interesting. But as interesting as it is, where's my bow tie? Where can I save the game? Where's the bow tie? What? Seriously, where's the bow tie? Where can I save the game? Hello? Yeah, escape maybe? No. Pragmatism. Learn Witty's special skill. So, our special skill is pragmatism, whatever that means. And... there's the bow tie for saving. There we go. Save and load, save the game. Let's see. Hostility 12% complete. Time 1 hour. Wow, that long already. Alright, it has been quite long already because we wanted to, or I wanted to progress in the story. So, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. And I really would like to hear your comments, although I can't take your advices on the game because I pre-record all these episodes. Anyways, I hope to see you next time, so until then, yours faithfully, the Pestafarian.